So huge things are happening, huge warnings are going out, and we are not in a good position for this, all right? If you didn't see, the president came out, Biden came out and gave a massive warning, all right? He is pretty much giving the red alert warning to, this whole situation overseas. Don't really want to talk about it much, but you know what I'm talking about. He's giving the red alert warning. He's setting a red line for what's going on over there and saying that the US will get involved if certain things happen, certain things escalate. So this is serious. This is a red alert, but there's a bigger picture, all right, to all this. The US military is in a terrible position right now. Not to say other countries they're not in the best position either, but we are not in a good position right now. And the proof's in the pudding. All right, so just to start off, there's a few different points I want to hit, but one of the first things that I thought was incredible was this Navy captain has come out, and these are his words. He's called his fleet, quote, rust buckets. He said it's a rust bucket. He said his ship is a rust bucket. And he said compared to the Chinese military, the Indian military, they would not even send these ships out looking like this because they're so rusty and just do not look professional, do not look like a top tier military, all right? And this is just a long line of things, all right? Something I just thought of that I wasn't even going to bring up, but I just remembered how there was all these part shortages for airplanes a few years ago, and they were scrapping planes from junkyards to get parts for the planes, all right? That is not how we should be operating at all, all right? And on top of this, the military has come out and recommended that soldiers use EBT and electronic benefits, food stamps, all that good stuff to supplement their income, because it's not enough, because they literally are saying they know it's not enough. They know inflation's hitting them. They know prices are so high, rents are so high, food is so high, gas is high, that they can't pay the bills on their normal salary that they get, all right? So they're recommending that their own soldiers get on EBT and food stamps. I mean, they should be able to supply food for themselves, you know what I mean? We should be able to pay them enough to at least buy food. This is kind of crazy. This is insane. We want people to be incentivized to join, and we want to take care of them, all right? So that's just another kink in the chain, all right, that's gonna catch up to us sooner or later. And there's also massive recruitment issues, all right? All the different branches of the military are suffering recruitment issues. They've lowered their standards dramatically for all the recruitment, and it's still not good enough. It's still not attracting enough people, all right? Probably one of the reasons is because the pay is not enough. And what are we doing right now? We are sending all this money, all these weapons overseas, and we are depleting our own arsenal, our own treasure. I think, I can't remember what kind of artillery shell it was saying. I can't remember what the name of it is. I don't know. It's like M something. I'm going to butcher it. I don't know. I'm going to butcher it off the top of my head. But it's huge. It's like one of these artillery rounds that they put in. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. It's a portable system, and they're sending a ton of them over there, and they can literally like tow them behind trucks and set them up. Let me know what it's called down in the comments. I'm sure tons of people know what I'm talking about. And you put these things, and they're coned, and they're critical, right? They're using those up over there, and our supply of them is like extremely low, and that is one of our main things that we would use all right, in a frontline battle. So we are depleting our arsenal. All these different kinds of weapons and artillery are being depleted, and there's no replenishment, all right? There's even been senators coming out that are on like the arms committee saying that we need to replenish these stockpiles. We need to, even Republicans, Democrats, both sides are saying this. I made a report on it a few months ago, how they were coming out saying that our stockpiles are so depleted that what are we going to do if there actually is a conflict, you know? And they're also talking about sanctions on China right now, okay? Chinese sanctions. This could easily escalate into something bigger. And they're doing this because they're anticipating China to get involved with Taiwan. So this is serious, guys. Biden warned China on Taiwan as well too. He said, you know, that's like a red line too. We would get involved in that. So there's multiple conflicts brewing all over the world, and this is getting serious, guys. And our military is not in its top tier that it needs to be. Obviously, we're still the most powerful military, but we are slipping. We are letting that go. We are not upkeeping it. We are not spending our budget correctly to maintain our military on the right things, all right? There needs to be like an inspector general report or something like that to see like where all this money is going for the military and make sure it's getting to the right things. Let's give our soldiers a raise. Let's give our reserve people a raise. Let's give money to update everything, update all of our planes, all of our ships, get them in top tier condition, because this is serious, guys. It's just escalating constantly, and a good offense as a good defense. I think I said that right. You know, if you have very good offensive capabilities and your military is very strong, it's a very good defensive tactic as well, because people will not want to you know, attack your country or your assets or your interest, because they know that if your military gets involved, it would be, you know, a critical blow or a severe blow to them. So this is how the world works. The world operates on raw power. People do not like to acknowledge that. Obviously, on a person-to-person level, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a governmental, geopolitical sense. Things operate in power and resources and energy, and that's who wins, and that's who's on top. And we're letting that slip through our fingers. We are on top. We've been on top, but we are letting it slip through, and this always happens to great empires. They always get on top, and then they get lazy, and they get decadent, and it slips out of their hands. So let me know what you guys think, and thank you guys for watching. You have a blessed day.